Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I saw this. Hold on, let me pull it up. So we have a follow up to the Burger King story. The Burger King manager who was serving people French fries from a trash can has been arrested. They got her. Rightfully so. Food tampering is serious, man. That shit is actually like horrifying. You remember there was that viral trend of insufferable assholes licking ice cream at supermarkets and then just putting it back, or like spitting into like drinks and then putting them back on the shelf, and they all faced like potentially serious charges. It's because food tampering is such an important thing to crack down on, and now she's getting slapped for serving trash can French fries, which is so weird. Like French fries, like it's not like there was any shortage of them. It's not like she was saving money by serving French fries out of the dumpster. But I love the trash can seasoning. Yeah, someone in chat made a great point because when I first read this story, I said like, "How could you even tell it's Burger King? Haha, everything's fucking terrible there. It's all trash. There's no way you'd even know." And one guy in chat was like, "Well, that's how they knew it because it tasted better, so they were suspicious." And it turns out they were from the trash can. It's a baffling crime, and hopefully she faces serious repercussions. Food tampering is serious. Do you guys know the history of why food tampering is so cracked down on? I don't even know why I'm asking this like I'm in some kind of fucking classroom setting. I'll just tell you. It's because there was a case a long time ago, I don't remember when. There was a case of some absolute menace, some fiend started tampering with, I think it was Tylenol, and they poisoned it. And just poisoned a bunch of Tylenol across a bunch of different areas, and they never caught the person. And it was a huge problem because it led to deaths. And they couldn't trace anything because there was nothing tamper-proof. They just laced Tylenol and fucking killed them with cyanide. So they really busted down on all of it, which is why food tampering carries such a big possible sentence. It was cyanide, right? That they laced the Tylenol with? I'm almost positive. There was 7 deaths, and it was in October, from September to October of 1982. And yes, it was laced with potassium cyanide. Did they ever find out who it was? No. There's a whole Wikipedia on it, though. The Chicago Tylenol murders. But because it was, like, widespread, they couldn't really track down who it was reliably. It was just, it's too hard. The trash can fries were an accident and she'll get off. Were they? I've seen conflicting reports on that. I haven't read this story, from this source yet. Let's see. I don't think it was an accident. You don't accidentally serve someone dumpster fries. Let's see. Officers allege that Jamie Major, the location's assistant manager, put the discarded fries in the tray and added freshly cooked ones on top. The incident allegedly happened the same day as the previous argument for disturbance on July 9th. When they got there, they found 2 women identified as customers arguing with staff, and they arrested the women, charging them with disorderly conduct. 2 days later, the department received a complaint that the fries had been tossed in the trash. Fries that had been tossed in the trash were being served to customers. They'd been put in the garbage by the person who filed the complaint with the police. Major was arrested and is facing charges of malicious tampering with human food. She was being held on $20,000 bond, according to the Union County Detention Center. They received a statement from Burger King that said, "These allegations do not align with the brand's commitment to quality food and service and creating an exceptional guest experience. You have failed on all of these. You have failed on actually every single one of these fronts, Burger King. The franchisee of this restaurant is cooperating with local authorities and will take appropriate action based on the findings. As this remains an ongoing investigation, we are unable to share additional details at this time." Imagine going to jail for fries. She won't be alone. What's crazy is, within the last year, she will not be the only incarcerated criminal off of French fries. There was a guy wanted for murder. I think it was murder. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it was murder. He had a warrant out for his arrest, and he was served cold French fries, and he was so offended at getting served cold French fries, he called the police. When the police arrived at the scene, they ran his details, found out he had a warrant out for his arrest, and then he was like, "Oh shit, this was a bad idea," and he ran away. The police tased him and took him into custody. All because he self-reported over cold French fries. I'm gonna double check. I think it was murder. I think he was wanted for murder. which is crazy. Like, he got away with murder and then there's like, cold fries? Nope. We've got to get the police down here ASAP. This is unforgivable. Yep, murder suspect. Yep. That was August of last year. The footage of it is kind of crazy, too. Not that anything wild happens, he runs away and gets tased, but, like, he looks so befuddled that all of a sudden the whole situation turned on him. He really thought he was in the right over those cold french fries. Man, every single one of these is requiring ad block. They're really trying to cash in off this story here. They weren't even cold, actually. I tried the fries, they were lukewarm. Room temperature fries. They weren't even like ice cold. He wanted that shit piping hot. He couldn't have just asked for a warm batch. I don't know. Apparently they got into a little argument or something. Owner was cussing at him and I guess it got out of hand. Or the trash can fries at least warm? Might get a few years off her sentence. Good question. This article didn't say the temperature of the fries, but it's Burger King, so I think we can rest assured that not only were they unsalted, but they were also probably cold. We'll have to read the case files when they're released. How do you tell trash fries from normal fries at BK, though? You don't. They must have seen it. And I believe it was actually called in by somebody who watched her do it. So you had to visually see it. You'd never taste the difference at BK. The worst crime ever. It's definitely got to be up there. What is the minimum sentence for malicious food tampering? Hold on, I'm going to see. Okay, maximum is 10 years for tampering with consumer products. That's assuming there was no injuries. Which, I mean, you could maybe make a case for psychological damage knowing you ate from the Burger King trash can. Eating from a trash can's bad. Eating from a Burger King trash can, that's like biting into like raw plutonium. You're really rolling the dice. That's got to be the most radioactive fucking trash can ever. The dumpster behind Burger King, good lord, filled with fucking gamma radiation. Though in Texas it could be up to 20, but this wasn't in Texas. If you check the same news site, they have an article titled Manager, Assistant Manager Arrested During Operation Special Toppings. Is this how they caught her? They had to have like a whole sting operation? They had like a van with a satellite dish parked outside the local Burger King here. Fucking binoculars out there with like a stakeout waiting. Operation Special Toppings nabs 2 pizza parlor employees. Oh, wow. How deep does it go? Oh, accused of using restaurant to make drug deals. That's so much different than just serving trash can fries. This is not the same. Would you ever do a fast food breakfast tier list? Man, that's fucking crazy. We did that last week. The video will be up either tomorrow or the next day.